Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is just a quick look at, not actually a review, but just some comments of two digital underwater cameras. One I've had for quite some time and I've used for video above the water and stills, and it's a beautiful little camera. And that is this one here, which is the Tough, that little one there. It's a beautiful little camera, just pocket size. I mean, it just fits in my hand. And I'll come back here like that. It makes it look a bit more like the normal size when you come back there. It's not very big at all. If I bring it up there, of course, it looks huge with the wide angle lens. But that's a little Olympus Tough. And this is 12 megapixels, I think. Just turn it on. And then I'll just see here. You can see it's probably looking at me there, and I just got to take a photo up here, and that should take a photo of me. And there you are. So it's a nice little camera. I have seen underwater footage that my son shot with this many years ago, and it's got lots of controls on the back and automatic modes. And you can change the flash, you can do close-up. It's got a real big array of settings, and it's beautiful, and it works. I know that it works underwater. And if you're trying to look for a little second-hand digital underwater camera, I would recommend this one. It's really good. The other one is something, I'll just turn that off. Actually, I'll show them both alongside of each other. The other one is quite a bit bigger. Wait a minute, we'll come back here. So you can see that's the Olympus Tough on my left, and the one the Olympus Tough on my right, and the one on the left is the Nikon, and it is a Nikon I AW1. So I'll just hold that up a bit closer there, and it's a beautiful white, well-made camera, and I'm borrowing this from a friend who has owned it for quite some time and has never actually used it. And I started using it with him yesterday because we had to get a new battery for it and a battery charger. Well, not a new battery, but a battery charger. We'd lost that, but he'd never actually used this camera. So I said, well, and we tried to get it going in his room where he lives. He's in in care, but a very keen camera enthusiast. So I borrowed it to try and get it going, and I've discovered there's a few issues. One of the things I noticed when I was trying to, I'll turn it on, and one of the things I noticed was when I tried to use it indoors, the actual viewfinder, I don't know where you can see that, see how dark it is? Probably shining on me there, maybe. It's very dark. Whereas if I turn it at the screen over here, I'll take a photo and it comes up bright. And I just took a photo. And wait a minute, I'll just put that back up there again. And there you can see, I don't know, you can't probably tell whether that's good exposure or not. That's probably the better angle, but that's fine. And but the thing is that that's quite bright light there. In over this end and over here, it's a bit darker. And I found that in his room too. It's not very good at taking shots indoors. You can't really see too much. And the other catch to it as well is this has got a zoom that goes from 11 to 27.5 millimeter zoom on it. And it's beautiful. This camera feels beautiful, and it's got lots of good reviews, but some reviews that are really questioning this camera, and there's been a few issues with it. And one of the issues that I have found is that when you, I'll just do this, I'll try and do this up here, and I'll show what happens when I rotate the lens round to try and zoom in. Wait a minute, we better get off that picture. We'll just take it off that picture there. We'll go back to where we were. So when we try and zoom in, you can see it's reflection, I think, there of me there. But I'll just do it this way, and then I'll show you what. I'll take a photo here now. And then when I move the lens round to the 18 section, sorry, I'm on the 18 millimeter length at the moment. But when I move it around to the more telephoto end, what happens? Suddenly the screen, or you can't tell there, but the screen has gone black. Whereas before, you might see it coming back again now. And so it seems to be a fault with the camera when it was made. And I've sent off an email to the Nikon people saying, can you please explain? Because the reviews of this camera are quite good, and it's got lots of good features. It's got a nice little pop-up flash here, which you can apparently tilt to shoot off the ceiling too if you want to. And it's a beautiful little flash, and it takes good photos. There we go. And to all intents and purposes, blew out, of course, because it's reflecting back off the screen there. But to all intents and purposes, this camera's got some issues. It's a 14 megapixel as compared to the other one's 12 megapixel, which doesn't really make much difference with these. And it's quite a small sensor on it. The actual lens to get on and off, of course, this is a Nikon, so you've got to turn it the other way to all the other cameras. To actually get the lens on and off, you've got to, it's quite tight because it's got weather seals. It's got a rubber seal around the edge of the lens there. You see that rubber seal there? You've got to make sure you can take that off and clean it. And I'm wondering if I was to take that off, whether the camera would operate better, seeing I'm not using it underwater. But it's a beautiful camera, and there's a little sensor in there. And I'm hoping to find out what's going on with it, because my friend can't get out and take too many photos, but we would like to get it going. Just put that back on there again. So there you go. People have done lots of reviews of this camera. I don't know whether too many people have done reviews of the Olympus Tough, but I should probably do a proper one day and show you some photos. There probably are some photos here somewhere that I've taken with this particular camera here, although I don't know, they're not very great. You know, I took them out there yesterday, and I maybe haven't got the focus going or whatever properly. Let's have a look and see. Share screen. So we'll just get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get back here to photos. Okay, so here's a couple of shots I took yesterday in the backyard using this little Nikon one. Focus is not all that great there, and that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So it gives you some idea. It does work, and so I've been keeping my friend posted by text messages to see, and I'll be going back to him this week and seeing what we can find out about it. But have a look at the links to people who've done some really good reviews on this. It's a beautiful camera, and it looks the ants pants. It just feels nice. It's really solid and chunky and everything. Whereas this one does here, and this has got some really weird, it's menu driven, and there's not so many buttons and adjustable things you've got on the other one. And it's menu driven, and there's a weird thing on here where you actually, I can't really show it to you, but where you actually, if you're underwater, got a little button up here. Check lens. Pictures can only be taken when a lens is attached. See, it's telling me I haven't got a lens attached there, which is a bit crazy when I have. Maybe I didn't click it on hard enough. I don't think I did. Now it's on. Now I've got it again. So, but there is a button here that actually, I don't know if you can see that when you actually tilt it, it changes the settings, and it's for using the camera. Hang on, I'll just try and get it back here again. When you're tilted, it changes the settings of the camera. And the idea is that when you're underwater, you can actually change your settings on your camera without having to resort to the buttons. You just press that button and just move the camera like that, and you can change it to what you want. So there you go. Have a look at the links that you'll find on YouTube. Just do a search on this one. That's the Nikon I AW1, and the other one is the Olympus Tough. And this one, and they're both 6 foot, 2 meters shockproof if you drop them from 6 meters or 6 feet, and they're both, I think, waterproof to this one's waterproof to 49 feet underwater, I think, not that one there, and the other one's waterproof to 33 feet underwater, or 10 meters and 15 meters respectively. So there you go. Just a quick shout out, if anyone's had experience particularly with the Nikon, please let me know if you know about that problem that it's got, because we'd like to get it fixed. And if we can get it fixed, I mean, if I don't get it fixed, you can still use it as a nice point and shoot camera, a street camera probably, and it looks very cool. So you'd earn a few brownie points with the coolness factor. But anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you know about particularly the Nikon I, and if you know about that fault in particular, I'd be interested. And if you've had similar issues with the camera as well. So thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you wish, and I'll see you next time.